Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to do a nutritional counseling session. And the purpose of the counseling session is to help you make good food choices. And when you make good food choices, it's better for your mouth, your oral cavity. Okay, so we're going to start off by looking at what you ate for, was it 3 days that we recorded?
Yes.
3 days. Okay. Whenever I was going through your intraoral exam, when I looked into your mouth,
Mm-hmm.
I saw cavities.
Oh no.
I told you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that one. It's interproximal. Yep. Okay, so like flossing would help with that, and we'll go through some flossing techniques, and we're gonna do some brushing techniques also. But first, we're gonna look at the foods that you're eating and how they contribute to like cavities.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. Your first day, you had a banana for breakfast. Which fruit causes cavities? Like, I know it's like healthy. You didn't circle it, but it causes cavities because they have sugar, natural sugars, but still it's sugar. You had Cocoa Krispies and milk. Milk is also carcinogenic or cariogenic, and you circle that too. For lunch, the fish, since it's marinated and it has things added to it, fish by itself doesn't have it doesn't cause cavities, but the stuff that was put on there does. And then what else? The soda. Since it was a diet, it had some type of sugar that doesn't cause cavities, but you circled it, and that's fine. Also the chips, yeah, those cause cavities. A lot of sugar. Okay, the broccoli, that's correct. Carrots, good. Chicken is protein, unless you had some dipping sauce with it. Did you?
No.
Or was it like covered in like deep fried or like some type of thing like that? No?
No.
Did you eat the skin? No, right?
No.
Okay, and then the ranch dressing, that's also cariogenic. And for snacks, you had ice cream, which, causes cavities, and orange, since it's fruit. You did circle that one. You didn't circle banana.
Figures as orange was citrusy and sour.
Yeah. That can break down your teeth enamel more. Okay. So your extraoral exam, I didn't see anything like when I did the whole neck thing.
Mm-hmm.
Everything looked normal, but intraorally all I could see was that one proximal cavity. Yeah. But I think a big reason that you have that's because flossing isn't. Like, I know you floss sometimes, but it's not consistent. Okay, so I'm going to show you right here how caries happen in like the stages that cavities go through. Okay, so we're going to start here. Let's say you have a cariogenic food, which could be, fruit, juice, anything like breads. Okay, so you have that in your mouth, and we naturally have bacteria in our mouth. And that's normal. Like, we always have that. We're never going to be able to get rid of it. It's always going to be there. So when that bacteria has the sugar, it makes acid. The bacteria forms an acid, and that acid is on your tooth, and that's what breaks down like your tooth enamel. So that's how you get a cavity, and then you have to go get a filling like you're gonna have to here pretty soon. And alright, also I wanted to talk to you about carbs. Carbs like your breads and vegetables and all that. You have your simple carbs, which are also known as empty calories. and I don't know, you probably heard me like saying that around the house. It's kind of like, you know, your juice, your milk, candy, and ripe fruit, like when a banana is turning brown, like that one right there. Alcohol and anything with sugar. And then you have your complex, which are your vegetables. They're packed with vitamins and minerals, and they're slowly digested, so they kind of keep you full for longer than opposed to this. Like you quickly digest it, and then you're like hungry again, you know? So you're just eating more and more of this if you keep eating that. So complex carbs are found in vegetables, unripe fruit, and whole grains. Okay? And then I'm gonna talk to you about your nutrients. I noticed you were, in one of the days you had like really low vitamin E, I think it was. Did I talk to you about that?
Yes.
Before? Yeah. Okay, so let's go through day 1. What do we have? You were under on your calcium for day 1. Also, your potassium. Sodium, you were okay. Iron, you were under. Magnesium. Phosphorus, you were okay. Selenium, you were okay. Zinc. Let's see, what else were you under? Fiber. So you're supposed to have 25 grams a day, and you had 18. So you were kind of close, but you still need to have more of that. Also, here it is again. Vitamin E, you were under. And vitamin D, which is your calcium. And choline. Is it chlorine? Choline, you were under on that. Okay, let's go through your other days. We have day 2. Okay, so right here you didn't circle Cheerios for a ketogenic food. Which Cheerios? It's a grain, but it's not a whole grain, and they put sugar in there, you know, and you have multi-grain Cheerios usually, right? Okay, so a granola bar and milk, those are correct. You didn't do the hot sauce. Hot sauce has sugar, and usually they do. So you didn't circle that one. Also, nope, that was it. You got the rest. Let's go through your nutrients. You were over, your total calories.
No.
I was like, what? Okay, you were over that. Your dietary fiber, you were at 23 grams, and you had to get 25. So you were getting closer. What else were you under? Potassium, you were under last time also. But you got all your calcium here. So that's good. Vitamin C, you were under. And
It's hard to get all the nutrients.
yeah.
I feel like I have to overeat to get everything.
Well, maybe you could have like switched things out, like, well, you had a bag of Doritos. That could have been like
empty calories.
That could have been an orange instead. Vitamin D, you were under. Vitamin E, you were under. Vitamin K, you were under that day. And choline again. Alright. So that's for day 2. Okay. And so the reason why you don't want to be under, like, in calcium, you know, like your bones and your teeth, they get a lot of, like, their strength and their structure comes from that. Day 3, let's see, what do you circled coffee. Coffee doesn't have, or isn't ketogenic by itself. When you add sugar and creamer and all that, it becomes ketogenic. But, okay, what else? The fish is not ketogenic unless you dipped it into something, which that day we just baked it and it was, so it didn't need to be circled. The pinto beans are a protein, so not ketogenic. What else? corn puffs, yeah. Apple. Yeah, you circled that apple. Or carcinogenic. Okay, so let's look at your nutrient report. For day 3, you are under on your fiber by 1 gram. So you're getting closer as the days went by. What else were you under? Calcium, again. Potassium. Vitamin A. I don't think you had that in the other days. And vitamin D you're under, and vitamin E. You were over on folate.
Wow.
And you were under on choline again. Okay. So we're going to put those aside. And I was going to show you this that I got at Hy-Vee the other day. This right here. Where you have your fruits and grains and protein and vegetables. So if you look at it, the vegetables and grains is bigger, like the triangle looks bigger. So you'd want to have more vegetables on your plate and whole grains than you would fruits and protein. So this is the ideal. This is what you would want your, like, meals to look like. Not exactly like you don't have to fill up every space, but just, we want more greens or more veggies, more grains and smaller amounts of fruits and protein. Okay. What else do we need to talk about? We talked about what you circled. Carcinogenic foods. And you don't have any food allergies, right? Like.
No.
Okay. So, do you feel like you learned anything from this? Like from recording your meals and talking about it and...
Yes.
Well, what did you learn?
Should probably be eating a little healthier.
Okay.
Not so much empty calories.
Yeah. Did you try to...
I learned what kind of foods give you cavities.
Yeah. Did you know fruit? Like, you knew fruits, but like...
Some of them, not all of them.
Yeah.
I figured since it was healthy, it didn't give you any.
Well, also, if it were to be like a banana that's kind of green, still, or not turning brown, that probably wouldn't cause cavities as much as eating one that has a bunch of brown spots all over,
Yeah.
So I guess the ripeness does matter. So when you were eating these, did you change anything? Like, do you usually eat like this when you were writing your stuff down?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any questions you have? I think we should probably go through how to brush and floss properly. I know I've showed you, but...
Yeah. No questions.
No? Okay. What else do we need to talk about? I feel like that went too fast. Okay, so I'm going to stop the video.